On August 31st, 2025, another fifth Sunday, Red River Unitarian Universalist Church worship team presented Exploring What Guides Us. Welcome from Red River Unitarian Universalists. Thank you for joining us. The religion we practice in this church is centered in the here and now, rather than the hereafter. It is more of a thinking kind of religion than a believing kind. It is governed more by reason than by tradition, more concerned with the present than the past. It is concerned with getting the most out of life, with living wisely and well. A major aim for us is continually expanding our understanding of life and ourselves. This church is a community of people who share in the free and open search for a level of understanding that will enable us to be more fully and effectively alive. The church does not tell us what we must believe. It stimulates us to think. It supports us in our search. You are welcome to join us. Our centering value is love, with transformation, generosity, equity, interdependence, justice, and pluralism. To love life is to notice the wonders that abound. And to notice the wonders that abound is to be grounded here and now. And to be grounded here and now is the beginning of finding love for this life today. Let us ground ourselves in this instant in the worship of all things good and right. As is our custom, if you'd like to come and light a candle for a joy, a challenge, or just to bring more light into this room, please do so while we sit in stillness, listening to the prelude. We will also be receiving the offering at this time. Remember, all unidentified cash will be divided between our selected charities.
We have 3 fabulous schools.
Your name is?
For Devonshire School, round of applause. Brilliant. Round of applause.
We
please rise only in spirit for our chalice lighting and spoken affirmation. We light our chalice with "We Gather in a Sacred Space" by Emily Richards. We gather this morning in a sacred space, kindling a fire that burns here in our chalice and in our hearts. We gather to engage in a different kind of worship, one that doesn't include sermons or hymns, but is holy nonetheless. We gather to honor our covenant and engage in congregational life, doing the necessary work to ensure that this community thrives. We gather together as a people of faith, guided by love. A love that burns as bright as the flame of our chalice. We light this chalice, as we have done so many times before, for the warmth of love, the light of truth, and the energy of action. Join me as together we remind ourselves of the affirmation that is a cornerstone of our free faith tradition. Love is the spirit of this church, and service is its law. This is our great covenant, to dwell together in peace, to seek truth in freedom, and to help one another. We light this peace candle to remind us of all the places in the world where there is no peace. Join me in the words now on the screen. Lead me from death to life, from falsehood to truth. Lead me from despair to hope, from fear to trust. Lead me from hate to love, from war to peace. Let peace fill our hearts, our world, our universe. This morning is the second Sunday we have tried a different type of service. We will have a song, a reading, a topic, and a meditation. These will be followed by some alone contemplation and then group discussion before our brief closing. Our song this morning is "Though I May Speak with Bravest Fire."
Though I may speak with bravest fire and have the gift to all inspire, but have not love, my words are vain as sounding brass and hopeless gain. Striving soul, my love profess, but not be given by love within. The prophet soon turns strangely thin.
The Ten Commandments are deeply embedded in Western culture. Whether or not we follow them in our personal faith, they've influenced legal systems, ethics, and public discourse. But as Unitarian Universalists, we are not bound to one sacred text or set of rules. We draw from many sources: personal experience, science, poetry, world religions, and the still small voice within. So today we ask ourselves, what guides us? You should have received a handout with your morning program. If you didn't, please raise your hand and you will be given one. Anybody that didn't get one? Okay. Displayed on the screen now are the Ten Commandments from Exodus 22:17. Most of us are familiar with these commandments, whether we grew up in a Jewish synagogue, Christian church, or no church. They are also in your handout. Jesus added 3 more commandments, one of which is often called the Golden Rule. And even though in the Bible it's stated kind of in the negative way, it's usually stated in the positive when we talk about it. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Unlike commandments etched in stone, our principles are living and meant to grow with us. We are not told what to believe, but invited to discover our truths in community. For some, commandments feel restrictive. For others, they offer clarity. But here we ask different questions. How do I honor the worth of others? How can I act with compassion? What does it mean to be part of the interdependent web? These are not rules. We do not fear punishment if we fail, but we are accountable to each other, to our values, and to the world. As we grow, so we change. Unitarian Universalism has added shared values to their bylaws: justice, interdependence, equity, generosity, pluralism, transformation, with love at the center. There are 5 other versions of commandments: humanist, God delusion, telepalate, pagan, and Talk to God virtual, which are included in your handout. Google will find even more if you ask. Finally, the philosophy that the Dalai Lama lives by: simple kindness says it all. Join now for our time of practices with words, stillness, and music. Our words are a meditative prayer written by ChatGPT. Got to get your things where you find them. Spirit of life, source of wisdom and love, we pause to listen to the quiet truth within us, to the voices of those who have guided us, to the call of conscience and the whisper of hope. May we walk forward in integrity and love. Whatever our beliefs, we are called to live with intention. We choose not to obey out of fear, but to act from love. As Unitarian Universalists, our moral compass is not handed down. It is built in community through thought, care, and experience. What commandments do we live by? The ones we write with our hearts every day in how we treat each other and the world. I invite you to think about your own personal guiding principles for life for the next 10 minutes. In this time, you may work on your spiritual growth, determining how you want to live, or you may use this as a starting point and continue later on your own. You may write as many or as few as you like. Then we will come together into small groups to share our lists. We're now moving to group discussion.
ChatGPT, tell me books about this subject.
Yeah, it really does help, and I'm using it to find stuff. And I'd like to invite you to all come back together. Again, I invite you to rise only in spirit for the benediction and extinguishing the chalice. With what benediction shall I leave you? By Mark Mosier de Wolf. With what benediction shall I leave you? This: in your life, may you know the holy meaning, the mystery that breaks into every moment. May you live at peace with your world and at peace with yourself. And may the love of truth guide you in your everyday. Amen. Please join me in saying the words to extinguish our chalice. We extinguish these flames, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts until we are together again. Go now in peace. Go in love. Go guided by your deepest values and return again to build a world shaped by compassion and courage.